And we are live. Happy Sunday, everybody. Just wrapping up dinner. Bobby in the house. It's coming over as usual for Sunday evening dinner with Rosie and Missy Jen. It is the 29th of January, 2018. We had a good time today. A little scary at times, as you'll see tomorrow, but a good time out on the gun range today. I'll tell you, I gave you a little hint. We had, what did we do have, Jen? The best shooting day we probably ever had out there. In 3 years of going out there. Tight to the target, baby. Tight to the target. Just like that. Life on the streets. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you. So good times. Johnny P, how's it going? So we hadn't been out there for about 8 months. It's the same rundown, shitty, crappy range that it always is, with all busted up target frames, and it's such a joke. But you know, it's all about what happens on the black circle, the black dot, what would you say, the target center on that. And today was all about being in the black and being onto it. Hey, hi Lori. Nice to see you. It's been a wild 24 hours, hasn't it? Hey, Elvis, how are you? I just saw I just watched the Hangout last night. Yeah, 9mm shooting. I just saw the Hangout you had with Mike and Lacey and Becca. So it was interesting, to say the least, on there. So happy Sunday to you. Sounds like you're going to be in high cotton if everything works out for you. Yeah, we were shooting 9mm Glock and Beretta 92 FS, which I always use, which is my standard pistol out there. So did pretty good today. Had some issues with some brass. I don't know, the Beretta always seems to do much better when it's when I'm feeding it aluminum. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't make it over last night, and you know, honestly, Marshall had asked me, do you want to go on? Well, he first told me Thursday, do you want a phone con with Anon? And I was like, no, you know, like, what can I offer? Hi, Black Death, how are you? Nice to see you. And then he offered to have them on my Hangout last night, but you know, I don't, you know, I'm not quite sure. Hi, Joe, nice to see you. So, you know, it's not that I'm diss them, but I'm just saying I don't know what I really bring to the party, because my position on stuff is pretty well clear. Nice to see you, Joey D. We did out at the gun range today. Had a good time. R.C. Robertson, nice to see you. Happy Sunday evening. Hi, Felix. Nice to see you. Yeah, so we were at the gun range, and you know, I almost got shot today, guys. I'm not going to kid you out there. Yeah, we're doing good, Black Death. We just had Jen just barbecued some chicken. We spent a couple nice hours. Mike Loyal, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you. It's a day for Blue. So we went out there. We had a great time. 2 hours on the gun range. It's good to stay in practice, and we love. My goal for 2018 by spring is to have. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. You have to see the morning thing tomorrow about that. We have there's a lot of idiotic people that get guns at Christmas time, and they tend to flood the ranges the first 6 weeks or so of the year, and it's highly dangerous to be out that time. And this is kind of what I got into. Hey, Tom, nice to see you. Yeah, we had a good day today. I took a day off of YouTube. I did get caught up in a little bit of hijinks about media, TM, I mean troll media too, and stuff like that. I thought I had I didn't have any audio gear on, just I was sitting there loading up video, and I heard this guy talking on a conversation with Elvis, and I thought, man, that voice is so familiar. Hey, Whiskey, we were to double S range, yeah, out in Petaluma. Hi, Debbie Stevens, nice to see you. Hi, Lion Screw. Nice to see you. Yeah, Kim, it was out at the Double S Ranch out there, and it was a good time. I really got to clean. I really got to clean the Beretta though before we go out again. But I'm trying to. Uh, my goal before spring is to have a 357, a 4-inch barrel 357. Like to have that. So, Jinxie, I'm honored to have you in the house. I thank you for your message. You're the best. Like I said, people tend to get in this star chamber atmosphere where they think it's all about them and it's all about their opinions. But there's a hell of a lot of other opinions about what's going on YouTube at the current time. And I kind of got to tell you, in the interest of full disclosure, that I guess I did get my shock and awe, as Lacey Rocks promised last night, and with the appearance of Mike and Lacey and Becca Alexander on the Hangout. And that was really, although I was running a simultaneous Hangout, I did get caught up with those two videos. Hi, Emerson. Nice to see you. I have to tell you, you were making me laugh when you were on Cat's panel. That's just watching your face. Yeah. I don't, yeah. Well, Circle S, I'm sorry, Kim. I probably got it right on the video. Yeah, Circle S Ranch. That's correct. Yeah, I don't want a 410 Colt. I'll think about it. But yeah, I was on the panel last night. I don't run. This is on Alexander Road, but I don't run from any panel or anything, and let people express their opinions. It gave me another chance to try to apologize to Cameo, which was good. We spent some time on panel together, and it gave me a chance to personally apologize. Hi, Josh, and to try to make amends and clear that up. Like I said, I only got one person on the block list, and that's that guy. Down there, but I tell it straight up. The current problem could be because people like Tucker Poon and company, maybe they did push too hard, and a person that used to be there, a person, yeah, they were treating me well. I held up my own pretty good. So
all right, see ya.
I've never taken any stuff from either one of those two, from Boris or Cat. I always hold my ground. It's okay. I'm not one to back down. But I'm saying the current situation may be laid squarely at the foot of the people that try too hard and push too hard, to make this happen, to the point where this guy might have done a 180 flip, and that was the shock and awe that came in to the situation. With the total flip-flop. Job said, I hold my ground also. Good. They want to dog you for the next couple hours. Yeah, I mean, I really don't care. No, Laurie, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm more about people expressing opinions. And I really do. At the end of the day, I don't really care about Kat's and Boris's opinions. They don't really mean anything to me. They don't carry any substance. One of them was the 3-day cure. We saw how that worked out, despite people telling him what he was getting into. And the other one has a history of being grandiose and bellicose, but it's fine. I enjoyed being on the panel. Like I said, I don't dislike either of them. I don't particularly think that they're friends of mine, but honestly, I try to get along with everybody on YouTube. So we exchanged ideas and stuff. But they would like to make me the problem. But the problem is they've lost that ability now to influence the situation. And I think that that's the real irritant to people, that this Mike has jumped in with both feet now. And I was watching the thing, and he said, what would he say? Tucker, you got Tucker Poon to thank for this thing. How are you going to undo that? I have no idea. I have no idea how something like that works out. Yeah, well, some people see it as a problem, and some people see it as a game, and some people are in the middle. I'm in the middle of stuff, and I care about what happens to life at the end of all of this mess. And I don't really care what they think the agenda is. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. You got to be strong enough to stand against that tide anyway. Yeah, I don't let that talk. That's exactly right. Hey, Andre, nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a great day today. So I do hope things work out. I hope that this isn't just a ploy. I think that evidently these people hung around in the chat rooms for a while, and maybe they got bashed around a little much in Poon and some other chats, and maybe they just started complaining to Mike, and he just decided to flip the script. So that being the case, what are you going to do in that? So, Lori, I just tried to say at the end of the day, all this stuff is just roads twisting over mountains and hills. But at the end of it all is something at the end, and that's what I care about. What's going to happen at that point? That's my concern. Andre said, "Great, haven't watched the drone vid yet." Yeah, we got a good drone vid. Like Black Death says, if you don't like Elvis, just don't watch. How can Lacey be all for him? Then say it was a game and she don't like him, then backflip again and she says like him. If it's a storyline that was made from the start, I just don't know. Johnny, some people are like that. Maybe they're your ally 1 minute, and then maybe you push the wrong buttons and you push them in the other direction now. And I think, wouldn't that be the ultimate thing? So that's a good. How does Moses make his coffee? He brews it. I like that. That's cute. That's a cute one. So yeah, that's good. Tom, you're right down the middle. So I just Elvis is getting a lot of attention because there's been some things pulled on him, and there's people that I've known him for quite a few years. There's people that want to see him off of YouTube because of offensive behavior in the past. And I hardly think if he does anything different, although he's changed that behavior, I'm not sure some people will ever be able to let go of the past. So they see a chance to maybe get rid of him. Other people, myself, come in and say, wow, this is really taking a bullying tactic to the next level here on YouTube. So I get annoyed at that. I'm honest about it. I'm annoyed about it. And then other people stick up and they say, oh, hell no. This guy has every right to be on YouTube if he doesn't violate the rules and terms of service, and they start throwing cash into it. And that's the situation we have now. So obviously the two biggest camps are throw cash and then just get the channel down. There's a few people in the middle, and people have called me a fence rider, which I certainly am. I don't want to see anybody be hurt. Hello, Kevin. I don't want to see anybody get their life threatened. I don't want to see anybody's have any kind of real life impact from this, and I think that's a normal wish. So when people say enabler and things like that, they really look for transference, because last night was a real flip, and I'm sure to a lot of people it hurt. That some guy that was evidently running a chargeback scheme, and it could still happen. Remember, there's 90 days or more that chargebacks can be done, and it's a very simple form. As Laurie Green said, there's a very simple form to fill out on YouTube, and it just says you put the transaction number in, and it's reverse a super chat. Kevin Chambers said this Elvis thing is getting way out of hand. Well, they've made it their point to be on it to the end, and I've made it my point to be on it to the end. Because when they've succeeded on the first camp of getting him off of YouTube or whatever, they'll move away at that point. And then his life will really be a struggle, and it'll take some work, and it'll take some guidance to try to put that together. That's my concern about that. Like I say, I didn't watch all this. I didn't watch the channel in the last year. It's not the content that I enjoy. I loved it when he was cooking in the rig, spilling rice all over the place, lots of laughs, doing RV reviews, tearing apart teardrop pull-alongs, and eating out and having shawarmas and vindaloo. That's the stuff that's the stuff that I would comment on. Just like the only stuff he liked on my channel was when I was occasionally doing a Friday night restaurant review. So it's not like week in and week out that we were crossing paths. It's like two people that lived sort of parallel lives and came back together for this. They always do, Kevin. That's all they do. They don't ever look at themselves, but they look at other people. And there's some, and it's kind of sad because I'm not the problem. The problem now is they may have created a real difficult situation with this new person that entered in and seeing that. Andrea says, so Rosie, you saw good in the man. He isn't this evil monster everyone loves to talk mean about. He's a combination of what would you say? Bombastic, bellicose, and often repulsive content mixed in, although over this last 5 months, except for asking money and stuff, it's gotten away from all that stuff from before. So I'm not saying that I've known him for a lot of years, but I just worried that people got too wrapped into it. Let's see. Ujira says, as much as I can stand up, I don't think I can do anything to him that's worse than he did. Yeah. So yeah, there's no chargeback. So that's why there's nothing to do. Everybody just sits back. It's not our show. We don't steer the ship anymore. It's just these new people that came in last night. And that being the case, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about that? So, Lori Green, I'm going to send you a link real quick because I don't know if you're eating. You can tell me no or yes. I had something I wanted to talk to you about, and I'll just try to do things in the open now, not to do things backhanded and all that. So, well, that's what I always thought, Andrea, but evidently some people truly believe that he's a menace to the world around him. Yeah, it was absolute chaos. That's why, well, why don't you eat, and then I'll be on for a few hours, Lori, and then stop back. So Bard walks into a bar with a steering wheel in his pants, a peg leg, and a parrot on his shoulder. The bartender says, hey, you got a steering wheel in your pants. The pirate says, I know, it's driving me nuts. Yeah, I'll check you out later. I'll get you on. I just had some questions. Go eat your dinner or get ready. It's Sunday evening. Jordan Blue, nice to see you. Strike Eagles, no hangout, no money if Sugar Daddy doesn't come through. The party's over. Thank you. Thanks. I just have a little eyeliner. We were out at the gun range today, and it was really good to get out there. A little dangerous too, but probably our best day shooting that we ever had out there. We're pretty darn tight to the target today, which was really good. Yeah, so I just think I was trying to get caught up on some of these things this morning, and then when I was editing these videos this afternoon, I heard a voice, and it just sounded so familiar. Too, not like before, not like the other thing that I heard. It'll have to wait a while then, Laurie. It's probably going to be more than okay, you go ahead. I'll be on for hours here. So, and I got wrapped in that for about 15 or 20 minutes on there because, we're all trying to figure out who is really who on YouTube and who is really behind. All of us are. Thank you, Kevin. These are those who truly detest, but I think the majority watch them like rubberneckers slow down to look at a crash. I feel the same way, Ejiro. But I try to get on, I try to just move ahead and do other things through the day. So it was nice to get out in the sunshine. It was a beautifully sunny day today. So I don't know how, if you ask me in my heart of hearts, as I said on this morning's video, if you think that somebody just comes from basically outer space and just starts making a cash call on you, just starts dropping money on you, you really got to wonder in life. I'm not saying it's not possible, but, the other thing I question is that for the past 2 weeks or so, Lacey Rocks, who's definitely may or may not be Lacey Rocks, but there's a female voice there. She had run around, and I think that Tucker Poon's crew will bear this out. She ran around the various chat rooms claiming that she got her donations all back. She clawed back all of the donations on YouTube. And then in listening to the hangout with Elvis and Mike on last night, it sounded like nothing's been clawed back. So it's kind of, there's a lot of things. Yeah, Lacey always sounds like she's talking in the bathroom. I think she had mentioned that, what is she, that she had, I heard it's her mention that she's getting over pneumonia. I have a touch of laryngitis here, but feeling good. Hi, Eddie, nice to see you. If Elvis was a better person, he won't be so easy to fool. Well, you got to be very careful when you're in his position because there's a money tree potentially being shaken. So you tend to move your thinking around to think everything's, you adopt a very Pollyanna outlook, and they call me a Pollyanna on YouTube because everybody's always good and everything's all good, but you're not going to go against that. Suppose Mike and then they flip again back the other way. So you have an oscilloscope run of no, today I did some other factual checking on this person's channel, and on the non-phone call with Marshall, this guy says he has a 2004 travel trailer, and I looked on the guy's channel that I was comparing to. He doesn't have any. He's got a 4x4. So, Ejira said, "Rosie, are you suggesting random millionaires aren't searching the bottom of YouTube for something to donate to?" But it's not. Yeah, Kevin, it was a long night last night. But like I said, you'll never see me back away from talking to people and trying to at least express my point of view, because I understand the frustration last night. It was a huge slap in the face to people. So it all becomes who you're going to see in Florida or who you're not going to see. In other words, the issue shifts off of Elvis now, and it gets transposed onto me. Well, that's just the nature of the beast. It was a very shocking night last night. So I felt like I had to go into that hangout and stand my ground on that and say the things that I had to say. Yeah, hey, JK NoCal, nice to see you. Let's see. Yeah, Debbie, Debbie, yeah, I don't want Coop to bounce people out. Coop did a very great thing. We've raised like $3,000 in 3 weeks for close to $3,000 by my guerrilla math for charities. But people don't talk about that. They call that virtue signaling or something like that. In other words, you can never do anything good because there's an ulterior motive behind it. Well, I don't think that they care at St. Jude's. I don't think they care at the Wounded Warrior Project. I don't think they care at Ronald McDonald House. I think that they just care about getting the money in and applying the money to do good. The beautiful thing, it doesn't filter through these fingers, so nobody can say, well, you took something off the top. It's a direct link. Linda, well, Debbie, if he does, it's a shame. You're one of the sweethearts. Yeah, she's great. Debbie's great. I'm very happy to have. Yeah, I went off the chat and I expected to go to bed, and I clicked on my phone and I saw another one was underway, and I was laying in bed listening to it, and it was just ragging on me like crazy. So I got up and I got dressed back on, and I came in and hung out there for about 2 hours or so. And I don't dislike anybody on there. I was happy to come on. Mike had come on there, and Kat was there, and Cameo was there, and everybody talked. There's no call. This shit. We'll see. Well, it's not like I can walk away at this point, Nicole. It's not like anybody's going to fold their tent and move on. But I'll tell you what, I am making other content. And I've had that today. We went out to the gun range, and that was a great time. I put up some audio stuff. I'll have some more stuff coming up from the shop this week. We put up a drone video, and yeah, we're getting a lot of things. We're getting a lot of things done here. So that's the real deal there. Yeah, so I'm trying to put other content up on that. I have a 9mm Beretta 92 FS, and Missy Jen has a Glock. Who's that, Debbie? Hey, nice to see you, Greg. Say, Rosie, doesn't the California con run shooting range? I checked a while ago. Couldn't find any conservation range. We have this range that's terrible. It's called the Circle S Ranch out there, and it's really not good. It's poorly run. You'll see me complaining in the video about the frames that they use. They're the laziest people in the world. They only have like 6 or 7 frames up, and there's 10 or 20 people that want to shoot, and they have a big expansive place, but it's just too lazy. Okay, Nicole, take care. They're just too lazy to too damn lazy to put that to do stuff the right way, and it really irks me about that. I don't like to see ranges. Linda said around here we have ranges run by the Missouri Conservation Department. They're not all bad. Jen, you had range. You would just go out to the woods. She would just go out to Truman Reservoir and just shoot out there. Truman Lake Reservoirs, south of a little bit southeast of Kansas City there. Let's see. Phil said, Rosie, I did ask a question or two on the gun, but let you answer them here as it counts to comments with your answer to on the video. Well, I'll be glad to answer your questions over there. But we've been using that. We've been going to that place for years. I've been a gun owner since the 1970s, the late 1970s. I started on a 38 Smith & Wesson Police Special. I took a lot of years off because I needed to raise money, so I sold some of my stuff. Rose needs to buy H&K 91.3. That's it. All right. That's it. That's nice, Eddie. Eddie says we have an indoor range. That's nice. But I like to be out in the outdoors. It was nice. The sun was beautiful. It was about 60 degrees today. It was absolutely lovely outside. And I really enjoyed the time out of here and want to do more and more. We got to start preparing the soil. It looks like we're going to be here this summer. We'll be doing some traveling, but I guess we'll try to get something planted. Our fruit trees will be breaking bud in a couple weeks, and that'll be very exciting. So this is the point that we've reached on. This is the point that we've reached on this whole situation now, and hence my wanting to come on. And you see the title. You know, I don't remember it's called. Yeah, like the sand through the hourglass. So go the days of our lives. And anybody that remembers that and at opening to Days of Our Lives when I was younger, my mom would listen to that sometimes. And Guiding Light, General Hospital, and yeah, all my chickens or whatever the hell it was. All my chickens or whatever. Yeah, just like the outdoors. Yeah, as the day spins. This is like Lebanon topic held hostage 37. America held hostage day 37. No, we're not going to take our guns on the trip, Kevin. I just anticipate, you know, a higher probability of seeing a law along the way. You know, if we slide in the ice or have some kind of problem. Gramps called them stove poppers. So I'm kind of wanting to go with that. Why does the Norwegian Navy have barcodes on the side of this so that when the ship comes back to port, they can scan Scandinavian. That's pretty good. I don't know where in the hell you get these things. Scandinavian. Yeah, too many states are not gun friendly. You know, if you go into New Jersey, I'll be going into Maryland. I don't need that. You know, Maryland State Police or Baltimore City Police, Baltimore County Police. I don't need that. With a lot of nonsense there. These are these are states that are not gun friendly. You know, Washington D.C. It gets a little better when you get down to Virginia. Hi, Mike. Looking good. Luck and Laura. Days of our life. Yeah, Luke and Laura. I'm telling them myself. Me too. Ellie is too young, but that just captivated even Time magazine. Then Luke and Laura's wedding. Big deal. Yeah, I think Jersey's bad. I mean, if they even get you with anything, it's like automatic penalties for jail. So that's a tough. Oh, it's not too young. Okay. Well, you're a lot younger than I am. Massachusetts and New York. Yeah, I mean, New Hampshire's all about freedom, but get a Utah carry and skip it. We're going all the way across country, Andrea, and then down into Florida, and then back. We're going to be making a big loop. So hopefully we'll make it down into Florida. If time doesn't permit, we'll have to put that on the, we'll have to make a direct beeline to that, but I don't have any problem. Get the Utah non-resident. It covers most states other than you can have your gun and vehicle in South Carolina, just not on your person. Interesting. You know, I don't ever feel threatened enough when I'm, you know, we're going to be in hotels and reasonably nice accommodations. So I'm not particularly worried. We're going to be going major interstate. Yeah, we could have weather situations, Andre, and we have to cross 3 mountain ranges. We have to cross the Sierras, we have to cross the Wasatch Mountains, and we have to cross the Rockies, and to some extent, we have to cross the Appalachians. So. And weaving through the Smokies too. So there's probably, you know, if you were a betting person, you would bet that we're going to have yeah, Mike, thank you. There's a lot of good fire videos on there. My Great Santa Rosa Fires nominated and included in the selections for the London International Film Festival next month for short documentary features. So. Are you going to near Miami, Florida? No, we're not going down to, we're not going to go dip that low, Mike. Yeah, I would love to meet if Eclectic Closet can come up to the Tampa area, then that would be a lot better because we're going to be time constrained. There's a lot of people to see. There's Cooper, there's Corey, there's Debbie Lynn, there's Francis, there's Maxine. Jen's got to spend a couple days with family. How you doing, Bergs? Nice to see you. Aslan, nice to see you. Thank you very much. I was very proud of that. Yeah, there we go. Mike Duvall. Yeah, I'm not going into, when we come back, we'll be I-10ing. We'll be I-10ing out of there. Bean Sprout. We'll be popping on I-10. Yeah, thank you, Andre. I don't think we're going to make it up north of I-70, to tell you the truth. That's nice. We'll do that on the future. We have so many friends in Minnesota. And let's see, how about that shit show last night in Glam Life's Hangout? Wow. Hi, Maxine. You look beautiful tonight. You know, Bergs, it's typical bottom of YouTube stuff. So, you know, you better have yeah, well, you better have a lot of fortitude because you're going against some of the big celebrities on YouTube. Let's see. Are you going in your van? Yes, we are. We're going to take the van, JK. I'd like to be able to do a lot of cooking, weather permitting. If it's a sunny day, I don't mind making breakfast outside as long as it's not windy and nasty and raining and all that. So, but we have our plan. We're not going to boondock. I got to winterize the rig. I'm going to do this week because we have to be prepared for 20 below zero temperatures. Oh, hey Debbie, you did great. I didn't need anybody to defend me. My stuff stood up for itself on there. I got lots of messages from people today saying, good on you. Good on you. You know, I've never wavered in my stance. A lot of these people flip back and forth. I want to help them. I want to crucify them. I want to help them. I want to crucify him. I want to try the 3-day cure. Well, that didn't work. Okay, now I want to crucify him again. I've always said one thing at the end of it all, that there's a human being there. And that's my thing. Enabling in the interim? No. We don't even have to worry about that anymore. We got, hey, Brad, how are you? We have, what do you think, Brad? We got money falling from the sky now on this guy. Yeah, I didn't talk too much on there, but the things I said certainly spoke for themselves on there. And I think the main point was, I'm not going to be bullied on YouTube. I never have been. I never will be, period. So let's see, Brad. Yeah, it's good for the lot. Exactly. Brad Silverdahl. Yeah, yeah. And a lot of these trolls, we have a lot of, you know, we had a common interest in trying to get things on a better path for Elvis. So then we kind of diverge because I don't veer off my topic of wanting to stand and be there and be counted as a friend of his and say, hey, I'm going to see who I want to see in Florida, and you're not going to paint the picture that you want. You know, because the picture you paint is not the picture of the person that I know and I see. And that's reality. We all have our bias. We all have our prejudice when we see something. A lot of the old things from the past get dragged into the future. There's a lot of agendas. I go down there with no agenda at all except to have a good time when I go down there and see wonderful friends like Debbie Lynn and Francis and Corey and Cooper. And then to see Drury and to see Elvis and to see Mr. X and to have a good time, not to have controversy, not to have problem, not to have people come out of the woodwork and threaten things. It's about having a good time. And I just think people get too wrapped up in this thing and they get too serious about it. For me, I very much enjoyed the detective work aspects of this thing, finding out who is who. That's been the most fun to me. I've veered all over. I've been like a pinball in that machine. Tucker Poon will tell you. But my mind is always working. I'm always thinking about things. You know, I'm always trying to put things together. And today I felt I came awful close on something today. That's it, Jinx. We're here for a good time, not a long time, so we have a good time. Exactly. And I'm not going to apologize to anybody for they don't apologize to me. This nomadic fanatic patron has been vicious to me. Just vicious. But I don't care. I stand up to him just like I stand up to anybody else. Yeah, JK said, I found out who Anonymous is. Why does it matter what Elvis does? It's his life. Hey, Fun and Fitz, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yes, Mark Duval. Yeah, you may be right. Of course, I'm nervous about going down there because there's a lot of people in Florida that time of year. It's the maximum snowbird time. And it's not like there's not going to be visibility. So, but I'm not going to run and hide. You know, if I want to do a hangout from a Dunkin' Donuts, I'll talk to the manager first and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be on my computer here so people might see it and call in. I always try to front run things, you know, so therefore the powder gets wet. There's no discharge on anything. Berg says, I take your silence on that issue that you were lying about. I don't even know what you're asking about, Bergs. On that, I totally missed the question. So I'm trying to address other things. There's a lot of people on the chat. There's 75 people here. So I often miss things on the side chat. Yeah, JK, it's a group of hackers for real. Look, I mean, YouTube attracts all kind of, I haven't heard from Gerald and I miss Gerald terribly. Miss him terribly on YouTube. He was a real sweetheart, a real, Like virgin snow he was on here, and YouTube just kind of mangled him a bit, and I really miss him. He was a lot of fun on the Hangouts, trying to get him to turn the volume, to kick the volume down on his phone and things. He was a nice guy. I said, would you take a lie detector? And when you said that flyer was found on your car, they all said you printed. I don't care what they said, Bergs. Let them take the lie detector test. Okay? I don't know these people anything. Are you kidding me? Take a lie detector test about a paper that's put on a van? There's no, it's like, it's incredible. So I'm going to go out and hire a polygraph expert for $175, and they're going to turn around and say, what? That's a friend of yours in the electronic biz that came in and administered that test. All good, right? If I always stand my ground. I always do. I've been threatened. Family's been harassed for years. Everything in the sun's been sent. People, there's nothing else. I don't care. They know what it's about. Yeah, I do miss Bergs. There's nothing. Look, there's no middle ground here. Either you're all for the game that was played, which they did not originate. It was the Lacey Rocks game, and then Tort came into it. With the shared common interest that this might be the final blow. Okay, or people that like me that worry about the end of the line here, and I'm not going to be tagged with enabling and all that with some of those people that donated major amounts of money, and a lot of them have personal agendas and things. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Try not to care; it bothers you less. Oh, I've got doxed out in 2015, Andrea, all kinds of things. Everything that was done. So let's see now. Most people down there this time are Canadian snowbird. They're all nice people. The Canadians are great. Yeah, Bergs, but I'm not on trial here. I'm not the one that's being forced off. I'm not the person this whole thing was centered about. I'm the person that's tried to advise Elvis what to do in life and which way to go, and to not be discouraged because the 3-day solution doesn't work. Despite what people tell you, it's not going to happen. Well, I got to try. Well, okay. Now be bitter after you failed and turn the other direction again. Why do you think they target you, Rose? Because I choose to stand with Elvis. That's why. And therefore it goes against the mainstream here. But they think I stand for the reasons that aren't true. The reason they target me is I stand up and I have backbone. And I speak my mind, and I don't get pushed off of it. But my thing has never wavered. I've never liked the behavior that Elvis engaged in. But I feel like constructively trying to pull a fraud with credit cards was the wrong thing to do. I said that the very first day, the very first video that I put up, and I've not wavered from that one bit. And I also think no matter what, at the end, when Mike pulls the rug out from under, or Tort finally succeeds in flagging him down and roping him like a wild cattle, everybody walks away and the lights get turned out, there'll still be a human being there. That's what I care about. Have a cookie. Yeah, I'd love to have a cookie. Dustin, you know what his channel name is. Let's see. Yeah, you got to be strong around here. Exactly. You got to be able to take the stuff. I mean, the first night this stuff came down, one of the big leaders was giving marching orders to pull my background material and see what you can find. Can you imagine that? Well, this very same person, let's just say I hope everybody's background is pure too. Right? I mean, that's the initial marching orders because you choose to take a stand. So let's see. Brad said, once Elvis found me easing money, it ruined him. He can't stop to get that high. Yeah, it's a shame, Brad. It's a shame, but it's not money from here raining down on them. And that's what bothers everybody so much. They don't talk about that they may have pushed so hard that now the script is flipped. And they're now responsible for Mike dropping money on Elvis and to the tune of thousands of dollars a month. They got to live with that. Will they? I'm sure the script is being written again. Hi, Spirit of Salt. Nice to see you. Hey, Francis. Berg off. Debbie's nursing a hangover. So foggy. How are you, beautiful? Nice to see you. Okay, Greg, take care. I'll be on for a couple hours tonight. So I just feel like I like to try to be friendly with people and nice on YouTube. Like I say, one guy started cursing at me last night. I'm not going to tolerate people coming on and F-bombing. Not going to take it. And I told the guy straight up, I'm not going to answer you. I don't think that, you know, we can take a little bit of a higher road here. And, you know, that's what I choose to do. This guy, Vince, some new on the scene guy from Australia that popped up with this whole shit show last month. So, Dustin, I'm sure you know, I've seen you hanging around Poon's room the last couple of days. So, no, JK, you don't curse. I'm just saying if I'm being interrogated on a panel, I mean, if people are talking on a panel and there's a little cursing going on and stuff, okay. But if it's directed at me and somebody starts out with the F-bomb, Bergs, it doesn't matter what you think. I'm not on trial here, Bergs. It doesn't matter. You're directing your energies in the wrong direction. You're directing your spotlight in the wrong location. Whether the flyer was real, which it was, or not, is not germane. I'm not the one that the money show's happening on here. I'm not the one that's enabling and pouring money into this thing. Let's see. That would be a logical first place to start, Dustin. Yeah, it would be over there. Because I always see you hanging out over in Poon's room. So, hey, yeah, there's lockdown. Nice to see you. But why should people believe you just because you said it was real? Look, Bergs, what do you want me to do? What does it matter? Why does it bother you so much? Why don't you ask them to prove that things are real? Why don't you ask Lacey Rocks to come on cam? Why don't you ask Mike to come on cam? Becca Alexander? Why don't you ask the trolls at a round table to come on cam? Oh, the money show. There's just somebody new has arrived on the scene. It's now dropping a lot of cash. We're supposedly going to buy Elvis, buy his rig, and take custody or title to the Lisa Marie, but he can still live in it. So, you know, so now the game, now it's moved on to something totally different now. It just went up a whole gigantic level here. And that's what's flipping people out all across, not just the Tucker Poons gang, but my side too. Because now we're talking about enabling on an enormous scale here. So it's no wonder Kat came out last night and said, I'm sorry, or so sorry. Because there's nothing that we can do. We sit and watch the same thing as last week. All right, my Saturday night held hostage. No, Ellie, we had a good time last night. We really didn't talk about. We actually talked about Elvis very little. Lisa Carley, hi, beauty queen. I was very happy. These last 3 weeks of Hangouts have been excellent. I really enjoyed these tremendously. They've been great. I even had Pounder come on last night. I've had Pounder on my chat in 6 months. It was so great to get caught up with him. Yeah, there's new people coming around. I'd like to get Dill Rogers. Seemed like a really cool guy. One of the smartest guys I've ever met on the side chat. And he's been a troll in Tucker Poon's chat, but the guy is amazing. He directed me to read some stuff that I read up. Pretty amazing. Yeah, that's it. Ellie said the panel. Yeah, it was nice to see Misty Jan. The panel ended and we went to bed. That's Ellie. But I thought last night was a titanically good to hang out. I mean, I had a great time. You know, there was alternative programming in Studio B, but we stayed the course and we talked about a lot of fun stuff. It was great. And you know, once you get Pounder talking, he never stops. He just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. What's with this anti-cursing thing? You're an Irish person, or you're Irish. Well, I've just never been a person to curse too much, Bergs, and it's just my nature. Lisa Carley says, I was shocked with the glam slam chat. Of course, it's going to be anything to pull the focus off of what it should be. The shock and awe of getting your snoot pushed in what happened. And it becomes a rosy chat about who I'm going to see in Florida and all that, as if it's any of your business who I'm going to see. Cover your ears, grin. I'm going to get I'm going to refill on my coffee here. George, what are you barking at? Oh. All right. Yeah, I'll just say this. This is the cat that on a hangout used to herself while she was reading background information on the Camus family and publicly stated, wow, this is very interesting information on this family. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine somebody doing something like that, pulling a whole background check or reading a whole background check on a family? How colorful the family is? If you're a freedom loving and you're a sane person in this country, that should just make you go outside and vomit in a bucket when people do that. But they get a pass on that because they're on a higher moral road than you're on. Look, Bergs, I'm not going to fiddle with you, okay? All right? We're not talking about I didn't curse in my life, okay? Yeah, it's wrong, 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 wrong. But that's the caliber of the people that you have, that the self-entitled people that believe that they can do those kind of things, that they're allowed to do that because there's a higher moral ground that they stand on. There's none. I just saw you. Yeah, T. Rowe Price was on there. Yeah, Jeff was on. Yes, I can, round one. Yeah, but at what point do you accept the apology and do you move on? At what point? At what point do you put it past and say, okay, let's start a new chapter here? At what point? That's what I'm saying. In a million years, I can never imagine pulling a background check and looking at it. But these other people, it's routine. They just dispatch the generals like they're giving out candy. You do this, you do that, you know? Hey, Pablo, nice to see you. Hi, Janet, nice to see you. So, you know, like everybody else, I sit and wait. If I go on a chat, I chat. I try to figure out who people are. I'm often wrong, but I am curious about who these people are on here. And that's my real interest now, to try to find out who some of these people are that are running the big show. Um, Lots of trash mouth on B channel. This few seconds I saw. Yeah, well, that's what they're famous for. That's it. Hey, RV Shadow, nice to see you. I don't know, Aslan. I'm not sure. Most of these people are really nice people, good people. I mean, I've been friends with some of them, Facebook friends. But this has been a divisive issue for us. But do I think most of these people are good people? Yes, they are. Absolutely, positively. I'd say 95% of these people are really good people. They just don't like what this guy does. I get that. And just last week we had a case in point that the terms of service work. He got a strike on his channel last week for spamming and having links to PayPal and GoFundMe continuously gone down the live stream. That's against YouTube's policy because they say it drives people off of the YouTube platform. Hey, Carl, nice to see you. Yeah, what they don't see is plenty of people also rally to me and say, it's a good thing that you're doing. It's a good thing that you're standing up against this kind of bullying that often happens. And I appreciate my friends turning out in droves and messaging me and all that. I wonder, could they be planning to do something that you could only post on a deep web? I have no idea, Lisa Carley. I do know a couple days ago that Lacey Rocks promised shock and awe in the immediate future, and last night was shock and awe. A total flip of the script. Felix said, for some chats become like video games. They try to break down and destroy people for self-satisfaction. It is sad. It's what I call the sad side of YouTube. You can't come here to have happiness. You've got to spread hate. You've got to spread maliciousness. You've got to engage in character destruction and character assassination. And yet they sleep soundly at night thinking that they've taken the higher moral ground here. They haven't. They haven't. For the record, I never threatened CBE. No, Beta Boy Elvis, you're fine. I'm not, you're one of those guys that walks down the middle and stuff. Ellie said, what about our happiness? True. People can tune out. People can tune out. They don't have to watch this whole messy show. It's like, I'll go on hiatus for 6 months and then I'll be back, I'm square in the middle of this because I've been involved with Elvis for better or for worse. I mean, it's like Ellie said, it's probably the truest thing that she ever said. I rue the day that Rosie ever got involved in the RV community. Well, you're not the only one. Take care, Bergs. Kevin, come on. I see you over there in Tucker Poons all day. Come on. These guys, like, I love you, Kevin Chambers, but come on, man. Let's be real. Hi, we got Katie Bright, Shauna Mails. Nice to see you. No, that's not. That is Shauna. I'm sorry, Shauna. I thought it was Mouthy Mama that you come here. Saul Goodwin. What kind of title gore is that? Don't you? Oh, you're too young. That's my attorney. Thank you, Beta Boy Elvis. I really appreciate that. We had a great day at the range today. That's real life. That's fun. I didn't watch Maryland this week. How are they looking? I may sell my car and get a Class A. I've not decided. Yeah, I'd love to see you on the road making content, Steve. You're one of the people that I've really enjoyed following on YouTube. Hey, Coop Coop. Coop Coop. Cajun Kev said, sorry, forgot to say hi to everybody. Okay, spirit is off. Watching, not putting my 2 cents. I'm just saying, Kevin, it's riveting. I think it's more honest when people say, yes, I've been following this. It's been very interesting, which it has been. you don't have to apologize to anybody because you find this a fascinating drama to follow. You might not like the script. You might think it's repulsive in nature, but a lot of people are following this thing right now. Yeah, Missy Jen does great drone videos. There's more. This was an outdoor range, Lisa. The vid is up there from today. But I'll let the cat out of the bag. I thought this was going to be my last day on Earth today due to a little mishap on the gun range today. I would be going to Arizona to an RV park with hookups. Nope. Yeah, I wouldn't want a boondock. Yeah, you should, Jack Thompson. Kim says a married couple are driving along when they see a wounded baby skunk on the side of the road. They stop. The wife gets out, picks it up, and brings it to the car. She says, "Look, it's shivering. It must be cold. What do I do?" "Put it between your legs and keep it warm." "What about the smell?" "Hold its nose." Oh, man, Kim. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't care. That's right, Debbie Earl. I don't see you haunting the chat rooms and stuff. So, what do you take or give to Bobby? I don't know. Bobby came over tonight. We gave him a nice chicken dinner. And then we sent him on his way. Yeah. Mike said, "I've been following. It's getting unbelievably, especially after last night." Coach, come back. We need you. Yes, Yujiro. I want to do, please, please, Lord, please bring Gerald back to the fold with us. Please, please, please. Yeah, that's funny as hell, Kim. Yeah, thank you, Kevin. I like Kevin Chambers from Texas, one of the greatest guys on YouTube. Yeah, I'm just saying we all follow that, Kevin. I see you over there in Poons. I like Poons chat. Yeah, there we go. Whiskey OG, pork roast here tonight. I like his chat. I like his style. Everybody tries to figure stuff out, so it's cool. Oh, Maryland lost to Michigan State. What was the final? What was the final on that? Yeah, I should have bought one of Poon's $5 chickens over there. What was it? Mike Anon was laughing about. He's a multimillionaire, and what do you say? Tucker Poon's down on some shit farm in Arkansas. Now you know darn well Poon ain't on no farm down there. Yeah, we love Bobby. Oh, okay. Ellie got timed out, so. Yeah, I think Spartan football is in trouble, Yujiro. I kind of agree. Yeah, RV says that I'm selling parakeet eggs, not too filling, and I have to make a lot of them. Yeah, so I just thought last night after that, going on the chat, yeah, it was very eye-opening to a lot of people. It was very very instructive. Oh, 74 to 68, so it was a pretty good. It was a pretty good game. I'll have to see if I can pick up a video, a rebroadcast on that game. Yeah. So, well, we'll see what happens on. We'll see what happens. I'll be back in 1 minute. I got to hit the head here. Oh, 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks and spring will be here. Yeah, I saw Maxine on her hangout today. Lovely as usual. and stuff. I liked JK Knockout. You really cracked me up, James. Okay, take care, Kevin. I saw JK Knockout was on the side chat of, I guess they were rebroadcasting with the side chat. And let's see, Sean has said, honestly, Cat's chat last night proved informative. I don't care about Elvis, but he's being treated like a puppet. Yeah, I think a lot of people's eyes were really opened last night on that. Yeah, I was gonna, what was I saying? Yeah, more than 2 weeks. We got the we got the 2 weeks, and we'll be in this. Oh yeah, JK Knockout was on the side chat, and he said, "Allah, what do you say? Allah snack bar, Allah snack bar." I love that. That was so cute. He was so funny. I had to laugh about that. Aunt Alexis, the great Aunt Alexis in the house. How you doing, sweetie? One of my nice friends. Yeah, Anna, tell Tribe to unblock me over there, would you? He still got me blocked on restricted YouTube, okay? Yeah, the Aloha snack bar. Yeah, Allah snack bar. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cute. I thought that was funny as hell. Yeah, tell Tribe I miss ad blocker plus timing me out all the time. Yeah, I love Pop-Tarts. That's it. Allah Akbar, I love Pop-Tarts. Yeah, I've been blocked. I've been on restricted for standing up for Elvis. So I've been on restricted YouTube. Yeah, Tribe's got me blocked over there, yeah. And I know ad block plus misses timing me out. So let's see. Yeah, Maxine, you look really, yeah, the fuckery, I know. So I've been on Jessica Rabbit's hangouts. You know, it's been fun. But there's only one tribe, right? There's only one tribe, Chad. That's funny. I know. So what do you guys, let's just take a quick survey. Let's see, I want to survey, we got 83 people in here. Let's do a little survey here. All those that think that this Mike Anand, Lacey Rocks, and Becca Alexander are going to come good with the cash and be like a cash cows for the future, press 1. If you think this whole thing is going to end in disaster and mockery and fuckery, press 2. Okay, go ahead and vote now. Yeah, you're right, RB Shadow. Debbie said nobody. Dr. Drunk's doubling up at 4 there. That's funny as hell. Dr. Drunk weighing in, and Debbie's like a 3 splitting down the middle. I'm going to hold fire. I've been really, I was slapped as much as everybody last night. Hey, Jeffrey Lebowski, nice to see you. That's it. Kim said 68. You do me and I owe you. There we go. Yeah, so an institution, Lisa Marie in a junkyard, and there were 222. So, I got to be honest. I was as gobsmacked and felt as much slapped around last night as anybody when that thing came down. Now, remember, I had ample opportunity and was asked multiple times, do you want to go on? Would you like to chat with Anand? You know, Elvis is like, we can chat with Anand on the phone, and I declined that. And then last night, Anand, you want to have Anand on your hangout? I said, probably not, because I didn't know Anand. And I've had people come on before, and they'll clear the whole panel and just kill the hangout, and I have to kill the hangout and start all over again. So I didn't want that to happen. Yeah, I think that's correct, RV Shadow. I think that's exactly correct. I think that's exactly correct. I think that's 100% absolutely positively correct. That Troll Media calls Elvis as Anon and Lacey, and it's his wife there too, and he falls for it. Yeah, that's my guess too. That would be my guess too, because he showed up on the he showed up in Poon's chat today. He was chatting it up TM2 over there. So Jack Thompson said Anon is Lacey. Now the thing that you got to think though that they pretty much matched his voice as real with the one that had made the phone calls. Yeah, it's not even a real Anon, just a wannabe. Yeah, they're gonna fight with Elvis because they don't have the cash. Told Mike to drop another 500, he would match it. Needless, that sounds like, see, Poon's smart. Drop 500, I'll match it. Needless to say, no second 500 was dropped. That's good. I'll tell you, Poon's good. He's got a good brain. You know, he's like, for a chicken raisin, for a chicken rancher, he does pretty damn good, huh? He does pretty good. Yeah, no donation required. Much of the success of life depends upon keeping one's mind open to opportunity and seizing it when it comes. I would agree with that. No, Poon is no dummy. That's right. He's probably he's a guy that stays within the bounds of right and wrong, I believe, and he's very factual. He's very empirical and very empirical. He doesn't want anecdotal evidence. He wants real proof, not to conjecture, not anything like that. Bye, Sean, and nice to see you. Yeah. The minute I heard the voice, I picked he was the phone call dude. Yeah. Well, you don't want to mess with Jeremy Hopper. You know, I have mad respect for Hopper. Okay, I've communicated to him and stuff. Not so much recently, though. He's commented on my videos and things, but I got a hell of a lot of respect for Jeremy Hopper. I've seen what this guy can do. I've seen the things that this guy can. Pretty amazing stuff he's done on Google Maps. So, you know, I don't forget shit that impressive stuff that people do. Yeah, a troll with a conscience. That's exactly right. That's the best way to describe Hopper. Hopper doesn't want to see Elvis come to a bad end, but he doesn't like it. He doesn't enjoy a shit show either. So I feel whenever Jeremy shows up, the theme from the $6 Million Man should start playing. Yeah, I would agree. Saul. You know, we can make them bigger, faster, stronger. Okay, take care. Susie, I'm not on any inside chat, honey. Yeah, there's already a bunch of, yeah. Hopper's like a cat that plays with a mouse but does not kill. Exactly. I always think Hopper's like the, what'd you say? Like the Orson Welles of the whole deal, just sitting back with his cigar and his Gallo wine and enjoying the whole show. That's the way I used to think about Stickers Media, right? Stickers Media channel, Nomadic Fanatic Stickers channel and stuff. That they just sit back and watch all this stuff. He didn't have to do anything except put funny videos together. That was all. Everything always presented itself. He's an ex-KGB, huh? You're never ex-KGB. Hopper puts those glasses on. You know, I like that in his picture. But you know, he put video up. He was baking bread with his little kid there, and I thought that was very cute. And I commented. He made a nice loaf of bread and stuff. you know, and he's written me a couple times back and forth, and he's a decent guy. He wouldn't do anything to hurt anything. Sordid connection to missed a lot. Why do you think Anon denied knowing you a few weeks ago? That's a good question, Spirit Assault. You know, the big issue is, do we have a troll Anon that's actually on the phone and able to go on to panels and stuff? That's my thinking, right? It's like Steve RV Shadow said, this person, we don't know if that's the real Anon, you know, because he gets on a phone call and talks and has a girl in the background, you know, and then you know, catfishes his way onto the panel last night on Cat's Hangout. You know, he got a lot of airtime. He got more airtime than I did last night. That's for darn sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So RV Shadow. So that's exactly correct. So you got to be careful because somebody's willing to come on audio on their microphone, and it could be a husband and wife. That's all. Like TM2. I just see if any money drops down, much less a, what was it, a 210 Road Trek 210 wide body Class B camper van with a price tag of $142,000, Missy Jen, off the lot, the wide body 210. Yep. 160? Wow, you know, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous price. Unbelievable. I'm not paying 160 for a 210 wide body. Are you crazy? That wasn't a real Anon. I know some of them. Yeah, it's a heck of a rig. I mean, I love Elvis. If you're gonna ask big. Don't ask for a 2001 camper van, baby. Ask for a 2018 Road Trek 210 wide body, aisle shower. You know, power bed in the back, get the whole enchilada, GPS tracking, get the whole deal right there. Can you imagine that? I mean, you're sitting there you're sitting in the Lisa Marie waiting for delivery. I wonder when that road trek's coming. Mr. X, do you know? Mr. X, did he tell you when he's delivering the road trek? Where's Double D? Huh? Hey, Drory, do you know when this road trek's coming? Yeah, it is clear as day. There's a vid of an old hangout with Anon in a chat with you. He has the exact same voice as Anon, not your prophet. Anon is a hypocrite amongst other negative things. Yeah. These people have floated in and out of YouTube for a couple years here. So 2-bedroom, 2-bath, Class A for my pleasure. There you go, Mike. I sometimes think living in camper vans messes with your mind. Missy Jen and I were talking about that the other day. You're in a space smaller than a jail cell every day.
You spend too much time.
Too much time in the can. Exactly. Hey, Joshy, how are you? Nice to see you. And I think it starts to affect people's minds. This is one reason that Jen and I determined, you know, when we got the people say, oh, you don't have Southwest, you don't fly, but I have a credit card that accrues tremendous number of these points, and you got to use them by the end of the year. And get him out of the tin can and into the wide open spaces for a little bit. Camper vans are not large enough to, they're not. They're really not. Elvis is taking your advice about doing reveries on cam, not really working, too little, too late. Well, it may, Jack. I don't know. Because Mike or Anon, whoever the fuck, he will bankroll him. So Elvis is going to spend that money he got like crazy and have nothing. Well, I don't know, Emerson Red. The thing I would caution is just because somebody comes on a hangout last night and says that I'm a non, I might never. But remember, Elvis has talked to this guy for months and months and months. So it could be very true that this was a non, right? I think Elvis would be smart enough to detect that this is the guy I've talked to for months and months. So this guy may do exactly what he said that he's going to do. And won't we be surprised? And he said it was also true about this 5150 intervention. It takes a court order to do a 5150 unless it's an imminent call. Yeah, everybody did Debbie Earl. Yeah. 3 years, never done anything. Yeah. Yeah. Well, heck, Kate, yeah, would be smart. But I'm saying you talk to him every day. Spirit said, why would the hell would a non want the title to the Lisa Marie? I understand Elvis is desperate enough to want to believe anything. I just think he wants some collateral. I think he thinks about it like a loan. Well, I don't know, Anna. I understand that people can't change unless they truly want to change. People can't change their basic nature. So, but I did want to see him have some kind of future. Go back to security work or live in the RV and then do security work. Elvis doesn't know. Yeah, I agree, Heck Kate. I truly hope he gets a new phone, but it's going to be hard with that WWE crap, man. Time will tell, Jack Thompson. That'll be sure. That's for sure. I mean, for my part, there probably will be an end to all this stuff. So what happens at that point? That's the point. You really got to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and head into a new direction. Saul always makes me laugh. Leaving the art, read towards the pro, and keep the diaper wearing idiots out of them. Trolls driving to Lisa Marie would be an awesome ending to the Elvis saga. Yeah, I think that no, Susie, it's not going to be that long of a hangout tonight. My voice is starting to go. I need a good sleep. I was up till 3 and then got up at 7 o'clock today. So, yeah, so probably not going to be as long. I'll probably go another hour. Hey, Dave Ridlin. Yeah, that's what I say, Debbie Arola. So we all stand back and we just watch. That's what I do. But I'm not going to allow people to beat my head into the ground in the interim. Jinx, thank you, baby. Janice, 3 a.m. Where was I? Probably at the Denny's. The staff has to go in each one and have to undo the mess he makes. Yeah, he is pretty tough on that. But some of his reviews I've noticed are the very top of Google searches for models on there. And he has some reviews with a lot of stuff. Yeah, Janet, I was on another. I stayed inside that one for 15 minutes, and then I popped off to go to bed. And I was listening to another hangout, and I got up and I got dressed, and I got on that hangout for 3 hours. So. But we had a great day at the gun range today. We really did. Yeah, I agree, JK. His reviews are some of the best work. And he gets a lot more thumbs up on those RV reviews than anything else that he does. And sometimes they're almost, 1/3, 2/3 instead of 90-10. Want to go tonight. Jen's drone video was great. Hope it gets the views. Yeah, she's starting to build up a real following. And it's going to get better in springtime when we're going to take the drone on the trip with us. So you can imagine up in the Rocky Mountains running a drone. It's going to be really good up there. Kate, how to brush your teeth in a Class B with it. Oh man, yeah, Kim, that's funny. Kate, that is funny. Yeah, I had a review of a Chevy Class B and it had a 360 engine. I hear you listen to two different hangouts at once. You have an earbud in each ear. No, I don't listen. Sometimes I'll get up and I'll pop in and look into another hangout for a couple minutes. That's funny. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay, Andrea. Big Lou. Big Lou's funny as hell too. Yeah, she's Jen's a pretty girl. She really is. She's been proud to sit here. Shower and a car wash was good work. Yeah, there's been some classic stuff. Thanks, Andre. You get plenty of rest, honey. Be right back. I'm gonna get a little bit of soda here. Oh boy. Okay, back. Just got a little something to drink there, but yeah, it was good to get out in the air today. Um, yeah, so we'll have to see. But I'm assuming that he knows that this person had talked to him. He's talked to him so long. He's had some days 5-hour conversations with a non-Mike, so he would know if it's the same person or not. So that would be my guess for sure. But we'll see. Big Lou. Yeah. I mean, Drury really cut it loose that night, didn't he? I'll tell you what. Saul, you think? I always thought I'm not trying to diss Anon or Mike or the ladies. I'd say this in the spirit. I'm not trying to diss anybody on anything honestly, but I think if you have a lot of money, then you kind of exude wealth and power, and I think a lot of women find that very attractive. And I just wonder why you got to pay a couple girls to be around every month, right? I just think it's not that hard to pick up some ladies, right? Treat them nice, flatter them a little bit. They'll be happy to hang with you on your 65-foot boat, right? Yeah, Big Lou. I mean, 8K a piece, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm saying I'm not. Yeah, that's true, Dave Ridlin. I'm not passing judgment on it, but I'm just saying, when I worked in private banking in Hong Kong and stuff, we would have guys come in that would have ships moored in Hong Kong harbor, and they would take a helicopter and land on the top of Exchange Square, the building that I worked in there. And then later we moved to Prince's Edinburgh Tower at Central. But they would land a helicopter on the roof. And there'd be security guys up there to escort them to the elevator and all of that. And they didn't strike me as the kind of people that would have to pay women to be around them. Yeah, I think Saul said if you had the level of wealth as he claims, you wouldn't be caught dead near YouTube. Life is just so much more interesting with that kind of cash. I went to London every other week. Yeah, Kim, I flew back and forth between Hong Kong and London. The second longest commercial nonstop airline flight. 15 hours one way, 15 and a half the other, every other week. I was used to stay at the Kensington Close Hotel over on the hang around High Street and all that down there. Marks and Spencer and Harrods. Yeah, Phil, I bet you'd look wonderful in a bikini. Exactly. Yeah, what's Joshy Bingham's take on it? But I'm just saying, I'm not saying that to try to be rude. I don't want Lacey Rocks to come in here and go nuts about it, but it's just a legitimate question because I have known a lot of people that were very wealthy in private banking. There were a lot of people in Hong Kong when I was there that were trying to establish residency in Canada and get a passport. So in case the Chinese came in '97, it wouldn't be too, if it was too ugly, they could just go to the US or go to Canada or England. Yeah, that's Joshy's Lacey Rocks. That's it. Carlos Martinez, nice to see you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, that at the time that was the big flow, and Canada was all about if you had $1 million of assets, then you could apply for immigration and get a Canadian passport. They attracted the honey, and that's how Vancouver exploded and became Hongcouver over there. Hong Kong 1997 and Macau was 1999. That's when Macau, on both sides of the Pearl River, you had Hong Kong on this side and you had Macau, the Portuguese enclave, on the other. We used to take the high-speed jet foil to gamble over there. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it became Hong Kong. Yeah, stop reading my mind. And there were tons of people that would line up and the Royal Bank of Canada was making money hand over fist. But, Wrestling Jesus, I don't know. Is he an NOE? Is he an NOE? Network of Evil? Hecate says, thanks to Trump, we inherited all the Haitians. Yeah, and look at Van City now. It's a little China, and Canadians are not real happy. Yeah. So, Royal Bank of Canada had dedicated private bankers that would put these big packages together for people. I mean, 5, 10, 15, 25 people with $100 million. I mean, very wealthy, well-to-do property developers and other people that wanted a backup insurance plan. A lot of dedicated people ran those things out of the offices, not just for Canada, but Switzerland, all kinds. But Canada was a primo destination for them. You needed like $1 million Canadian dollars, and then you could apply to get your Canadian passport. And boy, did they make money off of that. Boy, did they make money off of that. And I just saw that stuff happening. So I saw a lot of wealthy people coming in and out of the offices and have some lunches with people and some fancy Chinese banquets and buffets. And they always had very attractive Asian guys, usually had like Caucasian girlfriends from Australia or South Africa, places like that. And, I don't think, they would always level with you in private banking. They'd always be very honest because they just wanted everything out there. And a lot of these guys always had mistresses and stuff. They were very honest about it. But if you have that kind of wealth, I don't think it requires that kind of payment to that kind of payment to attract and keep women. The spirit says, Joshy Bingham, why does your voice exactly match Anon's? There's no mistake, the voice match is the same. There's still at least 6 vids still floating around with your Anon's voice. Okay, Kim says, I was born in BC. I'm glad. I didn't know that, Kim. Wow, you have really been around. Jesus. God damn, Kim has been, she's dogging me, man. She is just, I'm either shadowing her or she's shadowing me. But that's another thing I get kind of concerned about, the female companionship. Hey, you know, Mike, if you want to buy it, it's cool. There's nothing, no issue with that at all. You know, it's your money. Like you said, you can do whatever the hell you want with it. And that's very true. Jinx said, I've heard Anon and I've heard Joshy. They sound nothing alike. Carlos, did you ever meet King of all things too over there in Chicago? Carlos had the wrong newspaper and shit. He's ready to go boxing with the Assyrian guy, and yeah, exactly, Joey D. The U.S. was much more stringent, so consequently, these people were much more apt to go to Canada than the U.S. But the U.S. certainly had their share. Yeah, okay. Says I laughed when they said the voice was Brian. No, Carlos, he works at a Nepalese liquor store. He doesn't work at a 7-Eleven. Carlos hates the king of all things too. He just can't stand him. Joe. That's funny. Yeah, that's what I say, Joshy Bing. That's when I got off of Cat's Hangout last night. The last thing I said, it was Colonel Mustard in the drawing room with the candlesticks. No. That was my last thing. That was my parting words on there. Colonel Mustard in the drawing room with the candlesticks. Spirit says, Josh Bingham, what you've been doing is cruel. Joshy Bingham. Joshy Bingham. You like that, Coop, huh? Coop, you better not be booting my girl Vicky off of that panel. She's my baby doll. Vicky, I love you. Yeah, it seems like Shithawk may be a little. Yeah, Mr. Leahy, what's coming our way? There's a shitstorm coming. You can smell it in the air. It's the winds of shit coming your way. Gee, Mr. Leahy, do you really think it's going to hit? Trust me, Bubbles. This is going to be this shitstorm of all shitstorms. Mr. Leahy, should we get in the storm cellar? I love that. I love that. Trailer Park Boys. Shit. Yeah, there's a shit NATO coming. I love that. I love Trailer Park Boys. Absolutely. Yeah, you need the beer bottle, Glenn. Exactly. Yeah. Well, Rob, it's been unfolding. Did you see the flip of the script last night? Surely you were. I know you were in Cat's Hangout. I saw you over there. Yeah, rest in peace, Mr. Lurt. He was great. And you know, Mr. Leahy was gay too. That's really funny. YouTube isn't rocket appliances. Saul Goodman says. Saul has some good videos. If you haven't subbed up Saul's, he does some good. He does some good lampoon stuff too. That must have taken a long time, Saul. You did the courtroom when you had everybody's little picture on there. That was pretty amazing. You did a hell of a lot of work. Did a lot of work. Yeah, it's a Rickyism from Trailer Park Boys. I'm fighting Whiskey OG after Elvis. I'm fighting Whiskey in October. Carlos, I think Whiskey OG could take you. He's pretty tough. Okay, Walter White did it. I know he's going to kill me, but you did something too. You guys were fast and furious. Yeah, the great Walter White. That's my bad. Yeah. Sorry, Walter. Sorry. The great Walter White. Walter, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys have done some good stuff. Night, Susie. Good night, honey. I'm only going to be on the bed another half hour. I got to get to bed early tonight. You never know what other hijinks might get me ripped out of bed tonight. Walter White. Walter White. The smartest guy in the room. Daryl Smith says, little boy with implants. Could be Daryl Smith. It could be. Hessenberg. Saul Goodman is my personal attorney, by the way. He has been counseling me on the logistics and viability of various suits here. Yeah, Breaking Bad, yeah. I saw a couple episodes of that. Yeah, you were in the courtroom, JK, yeah. Yeah, a couple people I've thought matched up Spirit of Salt. There was a guy, Lance Prevost, a.k.a. Secret Stuff. And if you listen to the phone call, Elvis's phone call with Anon, he's talking about, I've got dogs, I've got a wife, I've got a 34-foot travel trailer, and he's got that kind of lisp. The same thing that, and Secret Stuff does good stuff. I'm just saying there's a certain voicing that you hear in there. And I thought I was sitting there starting to edit the gun video, and damn, I said, I know this voice. And Tucker Poon played a little of it, and then he played this guy's channel intro. And for a couple minutes, people were like, maybe. Maybe not. But we're thinking about things. We're thinking about stuff. Yeah, I really don't think Joshy Bingham would be on that. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul is filmed here in Albuquerque. Yeah. Great shows. I think I've seen 2 episodes of Breaking Bad. But I don't think Joshy Bingham has the time or inclination to be involved in that. What's the best thing about being a meth addict? Only one sleep till Christmas. You don't miss a lot of life, right? You don't miss a lot of life on that. That's for damn sure, Kim. Oh, wow. Why do crank usually like to do it doggy style so they can both look out the window at the same time? Yeah, Albuquerque's a tough town. Let's see. Kate said Anon has a very distinctive voice. I myself don't think Secret Stuff is a match, but heck, Kate, were you kind of did you think for maybe a minute when you were listening to it? Did you think maybe for a minute it was the same? Daryl Smith says the Santa Rosa Police Department is watching. Daryl, they got their hands full post fires here, my friend. You got people speeding 90 miles an hour down residential streets because there's no police presence.
The warrants will be issued next month.
Yep, the warrants are coming next month. If my computer was not broken and I was not using an old laptop, I would make a video proving what I'm saying. Well, that's what Tucker Poon would say. Give some proof. Don't, but That's what he told me today. He gave me my 5 minutes of 5 minutes of fame, and he spooled up the video, and we all listened to it for a couple minutes. Nighthawk and some other, yeah, that might be it. And then we listened a little bit more, and then but then we talked about, well, maybe a voice changer and things. So okay, I thought maybe for a minute, but the more I listened, the more I doubted. They did not sound the same to me when you asked Tucker. Yeah, I think I agree with you, Hecate. I had to backpedal on that. The more I listened, I also went in later and I listened to the content and I looked at some of Secret Stuff's old videos. He doesn't have an RV, so he has a 4x4. So. Um, so that kind of finished that. But I was just thinking about it. That's all. I was bringing to some people's attention on there, being my usual drama queen. Hey Pablo. Well, it's taken a big new twist. That's what makes it a little interesting. If you don't think last night was a big twist, Hecate said, other than Brian, who says F every other word and has a rather annoying voice. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Kim said, what do you call it when you spill meth into your cake? A baking bad. There we go. CBC said Elvis should just slide into obscurity. It may happen that way. CBC sub. I think the chances of somebody now, Marshall knows this guy, has talked to him for months, and although Lacey Rocks went to the various chat rooms and said she got her money back, running around. I got my money back. I got my donations back. Mike Anand says no money was withdrawn. So yeah, Ellie said, welcome to day 37. That's right. At least we got the Super Bowl coming up next weekend, Ellie. Janet will put a gag in my mouth down there for Sunday. That'll be that. Yeah, it's like America held hostage day 37. Beer 30 and stuff. That's it. A la snack bar, JK. Can we take a day off for Sunday? I don't know, CBC, not today. I think that the terms of service caught up on posting on the side chat. I don't believe that you're able to repetitively post links that draw people off of YouTube's platform, from what I understand about looking at spam, scam, and deceptive practices. He's going on panel with the top stars at the bottom of YouTube. All it is, nothing more, nothing less. Bergs is back. No problem, Bergs. You know, love you, honey. Norbecker shut down his channel. You've got to be kidding me. Jack Thompson said, I know, lazy. Are you kidding, Rob? I don't think Norbecker would shut his channel down. No way. There's no way. Why would Norbecker? I just saw him on the side chat today. Come on. Norbecker ain't going anywhere. No way. Okay, Hecate said that Elvis acted like it was all news to him that his wrenches couldn't spam links every. You can't do it. You're not allowed to. Wow, Norbecker's account is down. Stars of Lager Frog said, Papa said, Amanda May will soon be back in the chat. I've been commenting on it. He threatened. I can't believe that Norbecker shut his stuff down. Yeah, that's terrible news. Not about Amanda, but I'm just saying, wow. Norbecker. He had great videos, top of the line, top of the top of the top. He was always very complimentary about my cinematic videos, cinematic Santa Rosa at night. Do you realize how much I was defending you? Glam kept the hangout till 7. So many people were anti. I know that, Bergs, but that's a very small star chamber there. You know, these are people that got a big slap last night. It was very painful for them what happened with this Mike Anon. Oh no, Troy Reed. Oh shit. Oh shit. Troy. Troy Reed. Yeah, Norbecker was great. I don't think Norbecker's gone anywhere. I was sad when stickers went down. Let's see. Elvis is low sub count views. We should go fly Ellie to start recording a life. We'll call it Finding Ellie. What do you think of that? Cage is funny as hell. I don't know, CBC. I wish Ellie would do. I wish she would do content. She'd have one of the most popular channels. She'd call it the you can't call it a Jersey housewife because she would slap you silly, but you would call it the Jersey diva. I'd sub, of course. See her kicking somebody off of her property, slapping somebody that didn't properly trim the roses or something. That would be great. I was the only one. They all hate you, Bergs. It's survivable. Okay, it's survivable. It's totally survivable. You go to other hangouts, Bergs, and they're all talking about cat. They're all talking about boars. It's everybody. It just depends which hangout you're on. At which time. It's all a revolving wheel. Wow, Norbecker's gone. Any idea why? Norbecker's gone. Yeah, there's Color My World. Says, hey, I was there and I don't hate Rosie Doll. Thank you, Color My World. A lot of people don't. A lot of people are there for the entertainment value. But they would never tolerate anybody telling them where to go or who to see or all that. So I don't it goes in one ear and out the other. So yeah, it's sad to see Norbecker gone. Yeah. Somebody puts up good parody content and funny stuff. I have no idea. Jen, did you confirm Norbecker's channel's gone?
At the moment, he's not there.
Okay. All right.
But he might be back.
Okay. Did you go to the channel? Did you go to Anthony Norbecker?
Yeah.
And what does it say on top?
The channel does not exist.
Okay, so it's not termed out. It was just it's hidden.
Could be hidden.
Yeah.
To me,
Or he just closed it out. Let's see. Yeah, Mullins. I used to be friends with Tony Mullins. Then he had that tech hillbilly. What's that called? Tech hillbilly expert, and he just blocked me out of his chat. I mean, he's so hyper absorbed by this stuff. You know, his channel is no longer available. Yeah. Yeah, I really liked hanging with Tony Mullins. It was a lot of fun. Great guy, funny guy, outstanding, fun content, driving the truck through the Chesapeake Bay, the harbor tunnel. Yeah, Susie says, I really like T-Row. Yeah, he's T-Row Price is great. Lori said, I get quiet when I get talked over, which doesn't mean I agree or disagree with some. Yeah, I got no issue with Lori. Lori Green says this is not a good person, and you know, agrees with him being removed from YouTube. Boris seems to hate you, Rosie. Lots of hate for Boris, for Rosie. No, no, I'd take issue with that, Bergs. I don't think Boris hates me. I'm like Boris. I'm very opinionated. I stand up and state what I want to say, just like Boris does. And oftentimes we've been like this over the years, but hey, that's a pretty strong word. You know? Yeah, Laurie's very good. Laurie's very good. She's right down the middle. Yeah, I don't think I'd take strong exception with that. You know, Lindy's always been nothing but nice to me. When Boris was going to try to do the 3-day cure, I was on there cheering on the side chat that night saying, give him a chance. Yeah. Backing him when everybody else was beating me with 2x4s. I said, give him a chance. Yeah, Lori's tough. She's fair. I get where she's coming from. She's right down the middle. But Boris hating? Nah, I don't think so. I don't even think Kat hates. Kat might be disappointed with the things I do. But Kat also knows the positive things I do to try to help people like Rory out and other people. So you got to balance that off with things. So hate, yeah, I don't think there's really a lot of hate. I don't, yeah, Lindy, I don't think so. I would take issue with that. Yeah, you get a lot of shade. Hi, Lindy, nice to see you. But I understand last night was a shocker to people. This Mike Anand came on and he totally flipped the script. He totally flipped the board up there. Yeah, mobs get together sometimes, exactly. But I'm not the problem, you know. The problem's not here. The problem is centered around Elvis and his life. So thank you, Jenk says, I'm glad you stood up for yourself last night. Yeah, I will always stand up for myself. That's what I do, just like they do. Some people on YouTube have a tremendous amount of backbone and will stand up for themselves. I'm one of those people. You know, there's people that say about Drury is this, that, and the other. Drury has a past. Drury has ideas about MGTOW, men going it alone, men going their own way. That's the way he chooses to live his life. He's got a wonderful lady there in Bina, a real doll. I love her to pieces. So yeah, am I going to see them? Yeah. Does it affirm what Drury's beliefs are? No, but it affirms that this guy was kind enough to let me onto his RV hangout, his Friday night hangout in April of 2015. And that was a very scary night for me when I went into his hangout. And he was nothing but a perfect gentleman to me. Made me feel very welcome. Was kind to me. Sent me all kinds of information about the I was thinking about a Prevost at that time and RVing. I said, Rosie, you got to subscribe to this channel. You got to do that. You got to do this. And day after day, he would take time to send me links of stuff to check out. And he would communicate and message me on the phone. This is something that you should look at. Be aware if you're going to get into RVing that the Class A's are like this and this is like, I mean, he bent over backwards to help me so much in the RVing community. And then when I went down to Florida with Jen in October of 2015, he was kind enough to take me around, drive me in his van, show park models all over the place. Took his day, went over to the beach with us, toured us all around Clearwater Beach, a perfect gentleman. Nice as could be. We all went out to dinner, had some breakfast. We had a great time. Now, you might say you compartmentalize stuff and you choose to see the things that you want to see. Maybe so, but I know that the person that was presented in front of me is not the person that this snowball of hate has been built up around. So this is why I choose to stop and see him and pay my respects to him. Do I like the advice that's given to Elvis? No. But that's Elvis's problem. That's between Rory and Elvis. But I do know the way that that man bent over backwards to help me to the best of his ability, and still does to this day, to try to help me now with park models and things in Florida. So that's why I feel like, yes, I will see him, and I will see him proudly. And I will be so happy to break bread with Bina, who I love dearly, has been a Facebook friend of mine for years, and a few other people in Florida too. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, JK, that's correct. Sometimes it's hard to see the good in someone. That's correct. That's exactly correct. Hey, King of all things, nice to see you. Welcome aboard. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, oh my. Oh my, nice to see you, King. Yeah, I'm drinking too much. I got to use the bathroom again. Ooh. All right. The other thing I wanted to mention was my friend Corey, Cori. So Foggett down in down in Florida. You know, back in 2015, the Friday night hangouts kind of split. Corey and Drury had a really big dust up and a really, really bad falling out on the hangouts and stuff. So if anybody really has a bone to pick with Drury, it really is Corey. But yet Corey and I have a super strong relationship that Corey understands that you can still be friendly with somebody. And it doesn't mean that I can't be friends with you, because you have your own past with them. I get that. Your relationship with them is totally different than mine is. And I can still be friends with you. That's a strong woman. That's a woman that paddles her own boat and does her own thing, makes her own decisions on there. And I find that pretty amazing on YouTube. He said, I love Corey Fine. She's hilarious. She's strong. She's this very, very strong woman, and she stands up for herself. Yeah, CBC said Illuminati. Oh, that pizza was good. That pizza was good, Jalen. Let me tell you, you don't want a pizza with oil all over the top and stuff. You don't want a pizza with that. This sauce we made was. You would have been a happy camper, girlfriend, with that pizza. That pizza lasted about 7 hours. That was about it. That was about it. That was a darn good pizza. Yeah, it was good, Jalen. You would have definitely approved. You would have definitely approved. Oh, I agree with that, Lori Green. I agree with that. Absolutely, positively. Yeah. King of all things. You're funny as hell. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, Phil, I'm subbed up. I don't know. I got disconnected from your sub. Yeah, I don't like racism, CBC. I don't like religious. Uh, I want bigotry, racism, all that. Yeah, Susie said I want pecan pie pizza, and you and Jen and Coop, Rosie. There we go. But yeah, Bergs, I love you, but I just wanted to say though that I don't think anybody really hates anybody on the bottom of YouTube. People just have opinions and things about stuff. See, you do good, Phil. I enjoyed your video. I enjoyed your take on the new money terms on YouTube. I think you do very well. I'm a little hacked off that YouTube tends to unsub people on here. Yeah, I didn't appreciate that, but I'm on the channel. Berg's pie. There we go. That's a bootleg handbags. Berg just got this thing about Ellie. Ellie would not be caught dead with a knockoff handbag. Her friends would be. Her friends would be exact. Yeah, so it looks like Anon is buying the van for 10K. So it looks that way, Rob. It looks that way. Yes. Yeah, it's weird, Debbie. I believe that. I absolutely believe that. Yeah. Bill says happened to you. I think Ellie would only buy the real deal. I don't think she could walk around with her head held high if she had a knockoff coat. Hey, Rosie, do you know if Elvis got his teeth fixed or was that a con? I have no idea. I suspect what happens, CBC, is sometimes like mine, a little piece of meat or something gets caught under the cap, and it can be really painful. I had that about 3 weeks ago, and then I was very careful. I cleaned, I irrigated, I used peroxide, and it went away. So he might have had a passing thing, but tooth stuff never gets better by itself. It never. Jinx, I put my own metal cap back on the other night. See that metal cap? I got the Gorilla Glue out. Pop that baby right on there. That's what I say. Yeah, water picks are good. I use one. Yeah, I did, Jinxie. Don't hate me, honey. I got that thing out, cleaned it up, dried it in the shop, took that Gorilla Glue, wham, right down on there. No. I did. Dentist wanted $500 to hook that thing down. I'm like, yeah, metal cap in 2018. Yeah, it feels good. I was very sterile with it. It went down really good. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, it felt great. The $500 was a little off-putting to glue that baby down. There it is. Jack Thompson said, super glued my front tooth on many times, sister. There we go. Ellie will tell you, we have a regular dental clinic down here. You have people pulling their teeth out with pliers and stuff down here. Do-it-yourself dentistry is a big thing. Yeah, King of Things. We'll see what happens. Maybe you've communicated to Elvis. You may know a little bit more than I do. Dustin says, yeah, it could be. I don't know. This is somebody that he's talked to for months, though. So. Could very well be. Do-it-yourself dentistry. The only super glue sticks to is your skin. Not really, Rob. This Gorilla Glue is a very strong, very, very strong adhesive. Fucking had a recorded video like 3 hours. I know. And I know some of the things that are on that video too. And it's like same old hash again. It hasn't played yet, but Elvis was telling me like long. Jink said, "You're killing me." I know, baby. I'm a mess. I am an absolute mess. Jinx is like, let me draw you to my ample bosom up here. Yeah, so what do you think, King? You think somebody's going to come down and just drop 10K on you? It's a little out of the ordinary, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a conversion van at best now. Yeah, King of all things is always right straight to the point. Wham! WDF says, "Is this happening tomorrow?" That's it. No, I don't think it's happening tomorrow. Sometime in the future. So I don't know. Hey, Slim, I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what the future. I'm not sure what the timeline is on that. Anon swears you and Elvis got down and dirty in the jungle room. Nah, I don't think so. CBC says the Lisa Marie should be soaked in bleach and shipped out to sea. No, we pretty much settled that the first night in Chicago when I got there back in 2015. Sounds like Don King set this whole 10K thing up for title thing. Yeah. Where would Elvis live in the meantime if that? I have no idea, WDF, but 10K in the pocket is a lot of mad money to run around, but it's not enough to change your life. So Coop says successful people never pay more for something than it's worth. Never. Thanks for getting us through all the dark winter. You bet, Susie. I really appreciated your comment. Why can't you admit that you hooked up with Elvis? Because I don't have any interest in that. I'm not sexually attracted to Elvis. I never have been. Elvis's shtick, his thing in Arkansas. Woo! Put those legs on those traps, ladies. Woo! I'm the best of the best. I got the jet black hair. I got the olive tone skin. I got the traps right here. Look at that. I was absolutely mesmerized by that. I was absolutely, it was like WWE all over again. But sexually attractive, no. No, I don't think so. How much is the well, they asked me the question, Ellie. What am I going to do? Okay, Marshall doesn't like the new Class Bs. I don't know why they're shrinking them down or doing something to them. I'm not sure. Yeah, Nicole's like, you're giving me the sickness over there. I hear you. That's funny. Well, Ellie, they asked me, I answer, so. I don't know where they get this idea he didn't shower in Vegas. Every time you want to go to dinner, hold on, I got to hop in the shower, and then every morning I got to hop in the shower before breakfast and stuff. So, yeah, maybe that's why the king is out looking at RVs. Yes, Ellie's like, put me in time out here. Okay. I have no part. I'm just a bitch, you gas thing. No, Nicole's been my, I don't want to, say much, but I've appreciated Nicole's counsel, and I've appreciated some of her regular YouTube content and stuff. It's been nice. And she knows I mean that. Yeah, Gerald's van is in mint condition, and he paid 10 grand. T-Bergs is funny. All right. Yeah, all the men. Yep, I did. That's right, Nicole. That's exactly correct. Good sage advice from a little brat. Yeah, that was good. That was excellent. Okay, Jack Thompson, love you. Take care. I'm going to go ahead and shut down too. I'm sure there'll be other programming on this evening. I'm going to get a good night's sleep. Unfortunately, no, I'm not going to do baking tonight, honey, on Sunday night. Unfortunately, Mondays are my super early day. I got to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. So I'm going to call it a night now. I've got some other stuff to do. So I want to thank you guys for coming on the Hangout. Love you, Jinxie, Ellie. Love you, Nicole, all of you. Have a wonderful evening. Tom, thank you. I'm not sure, Dustin. I'm just going to bed. Okay, good night. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Rub, Spirit of Salt, Nicole, JK NoCal, Allah Snack Bar. I know I'm going to bed. Debbie Arola, I love you, honey. Look at this, Debbie. Every day, baby. Every day. And in every way. Peace out, King. Have a good one, my friend. Take care. All peace to you in Chicago. You know I love you, Debbie. Good night, Mike. Good to see you, Susie. Phil, thank you for coming by. All right, Jinx, love you, doll. Night.